Good morning, it's Lara, and today we get to hear about one of my favorite parts of Moses' story. But first, let's say our Bible verse together. The Lord is always with me, Acts 2:25a. So, who remembers who Moses went to live with after he was found in the river? The princess, the daughter of Pharaoh. So, what's really cool about this is that Moses was picked up out of the Hebrew culture where he might have gotten little to no education, which is a big word for learning about the world around us and how to talk with people, all sorts of people, and placed into a new culture where he was given the opportunity to learn how to read and write. And guess what? Not only did God then use Moses to lead God's people out of slavery into the Promised Land, but Moses also wrote the first 5 books of the Bible. He grew up in a place where there was royalty, big word for fancy kings and princesses. They were all around him, yet he was still able to seek God, stay true to his culture and faith, while gaining some pretty important abilities to be able to lead his people as well as write the first 5 books of the Bible. So today we are going to make a crown to remind us that Moses grew up in a palace just like a prince. Yet even then, God was always with him and used him to lead God's people out of slavery. So what you will need is this crown that was sent to you by the church, and you can use crayons and markers to color it, and even some jewels and sparkly pretty things to make it so beautiful. Here's the one I made. I cannot wait to see the ones that you guys make. God also used his son Jesus to save us from the slavery of sin. What is sin? Say it with me. Sin is bad thoughts, bad words, bad things I do that break God's law and make him sad. Sin separates us from God, but God does not want to be separated from us. So God sent the Son who lived a perfect life. He died on the cross and was buried, but 3 days later, he rose from the dead. And the Bible says that if we confess with our mouths that Jesus is Lord and believe in our hearts that God raised him from the dead, we will be saved. And that's the best news of all. You know what? God also then places a crown of righteousness on our heads. Have a really good Sunday.